Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Paulina from Elemental Face Yoga. This video will show you how to create brightness and glow in the face using acupressure points. This video is especially beneficial for women who are going through perimenopause or menopause and are experiencing loss of brightness, loss of glow, and reduction in collagen in their face. Acupressure has been used since ancient times to relax tension in the facial muscles, to create brightness in the face, to improve blood circulation, and to also induce that glow in the skin. It helps to brighten the complexion, and it helps also to release tension. Acupressure works on the principle of moving energy or qi through the energy meridians that originate and end on the face. Acupressure follows the same principles as acupuncture, except that we use our fingers rather than needles. By pressing on the acupressure points, we will not only rejuvenate the facial structure, we will also work on creating balance in the health organs of the body. I will show you the main acupressure points that you can add to your existing skincare routine, to your face massage, and it's safe to practice every day, or whenever you feel that the face is in need of brightness and tension release and glow. If you're ready, let's get started together. We'll take a breath in, closing the eyes, expand your belly, expand your chest. Let the breath come up towards the collarbones, and then on exhalation, slowly release, exhaling through the mouth. Again, deep breath in and out through the mouth. Starting to melt the tension from the upper body, neck, shoulders, connecting to your face. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale deeply through the mouth. Opening the eyes. So throughout this video, we're going to be using either our thumb or our index finger pad to apply a little bit of pressure through these different acupressure points on the face. So just feel free to chop and change between the two. So the first point we're going to start with is this point here between the eyebrows. So it's just a little bit higher than the midpoint between the eyebrows. And I'm going to just use my thumb, placing my thumb there, keeping my shoulder relaxed. I invite you to close your eyes, just apply a little bit of pressure in and feel for a little pulse of vibration under your finger pad. That means that the energy is flowing here and you can feel and connect to this energy. If you don't feel it, don't worry, it's still there. We're going to start gently circling on this point in one direction. And we're going to aim to stay on each point for about 20 seconds. Eyes are staying relaxed. And we're starting to now move this energy that flows through this meridian here. There are many meridians that originate or finish on our face, including stomach, gallbladder, liver. So here we're stimulating in one direction and we're stimulating in the opposite direction. So the points here on the forehead, they really help us to relax the tension here in the forehead, which creates smooths the wrinkles and lines on the forehead. And it helps us to come down. This point between the eyebrows taps into our pituitary gland, which is a master gland of the hormonal system. Also helps us to regulate our hormones. It's especially beneficial for women who are experiencing the effects of perimenopause or menopause. We're just going to take our finger pad down. You can open your eyes and again connect. This is a very deeply calming point here, so you will feel that you are feeling almost sleepy. We're going to move the finger pad. I'm going to use my index finger pad. Just move that up into the center of the forehead, just placing it there, again closing the eyes, feeling for a little resonance now under your finger pad and starting to circulate on this point. Just moving up here into the center. Again, this helps us to release tension in the forehead. And as we know, tension in the facial muscles is the number one reason why the lines and wrinkles are formed. So the more we can release tension and the more techniques that we have to release tension, then the smoother the face will look and feel. We're going to circulate in the opposite direction. So we're pressing maybe light to medium pressure here. Breathing deeply, so always just connect back to your breath. Breathing deeply through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Good. Releasing the finger pad and placing that up just at the hairline. So we're tracing the same midline here, placing that up. And then from there again, a little bit of pressure and then starting to circle on this point here. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. And we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Again, staying connected to our breath, relaxing our shoulders. Let's slowly take our finger pad down. We're gonna just give our arms a little shake here, just to release tension in the shoulders. So our next points are at the inner corners of the eye. So we're actually going to need 2 finger pads, and we're going to place them at the inner corners of the eyes, pressing a little bit into the bridge of the nose and closing the eyes. Again, applying a little bit of pressure here first of all, and then starting to very gently circle on these points. We don't have much room here, but we can still just move around mindfully. So this point is excellent for releasing eye strain. If you are staring at the computer screens, if you're reading something for long periods of time, the eyes can actually get really tense. All the little ligaments, fascia, the muscles can get really tense. So this will help us to relax tension in the muscles of the eyes. And we're going to circle in the opposite direction. And again, this really is excellent for calming any anxious thoughts. So if you have a racing mind, anxious mind, again, it can happen very easily because of the hormonal ups and downs of the menopause, perimenopause. This would be very good to include as many times as you need to really just drop down into that sea of calmness. Good. I'm going to relax the finger pads down, maybe opening the eye so you can take a look at the screen to see what we're doing next. We're going to take the finger pads now right under the center of the eyes on the cheekbones. So I'm kind of lining them up under my pupils, and I'm going to again close my eyes, applying a little bit of pressure into the cheeks, and I'm going to start circling on these points now. Keeping the back of your teeth relaxed, so the back of the jaw relaxed, tongue relaxed, so make sure you're not squeezing up or tensing the face unnecessarily. So this point is really good for us to now start to release tension in the cheeks, also in the eyes, especially lower eyes, under the eyes. I'm going to circle in the opposite direction, staying on the same point. Don't forget to breathe, inhalation through the nose, exhalation through the nose. Good, opening the eyes, and we're going to glide the finger pads down just in the center of the cheek. So we're still staying on that central line there under the pupils of the eyes, so coming into this point here. This point is called facial beauty. So we're going to close the eyes, and we're going to circle on this point. So this helps us to release tension in the cheeks and also in the lower part of the face as well. Breathing in, breathing out. So the stomach meridian runs through the cheeks. So here we're also going to be stimulating our digestion and helping with any gut issues that you might have. Circling on the same point in the opposite direction. So we're aiming to be on each point for about 20 to 30 seconds, but you can be on here for up to a minute if you wish. Good. Releasing. Wonderful. We're going to take our 2 finger pads right at the sides of the nose. So what we're aiming to do is to find where the bone meets the cartilage, and we're going to just place the finger pads actually on the face rather than on the nose, so that we can breathe. Again, applying a little bit of pressure, closing the eyes, and starting to now stimulate these points. So remembering the first couple of seconds, we're applying a little bit of pressure and we feel for the pulse, or the energy flow. Doesn't matter if we don't feel it, it's still there, it's still flowing, but it's good to connect to it. And then we'll start circling on the points. So you can also press on those points. So it's optional, either pressing or circling. I like circling because I feel that it stimulates the points much better for me. So these points are excellent for opening up the airways. As you can already feel, the breathing becomes easier. If you're suffering with congestion, sinuses, problems or issues, this would be a really excellent point to include as many times as you wish during the day to create more space here. And circling in the opposite direction. Big breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Opening the eyes now, taking the finger pads down. Let's take our next point here, right under the nose and above our top lip in the center, above the cupid bow. Again, we're going to apply a little bit of pressure, closing the eyes. Breathe deeply as you start circling on this point in one direction, keeping your mouth maybe slightly open so your lips are parted and you don't have that squeezing sensation through the back of the jaw, keeping everything relaxed. This point is actually really good to perk us up. It's really good for energy boost. It also helps to release tension in the jaw, around the mouth. Makes you more aware of how you're holding your mouth corners if you're turning them down. It makes you become more aware and just create that neutral position through the mouth corners. So we look happy and rested, and we're going to go around the other way. Again, one of the issues that come with fluctuating hormones in perimenopause and menopause is that the energy really goes up and down quite a lot. So this is for those moments, this point is for those moments when the energy is low and you want to boost your energy naturally. I'm going to gently release, open the eyes, take a big breath in through the nose, and then exhale. Our next point, again, we're going to use 2 finger pads there, is right above the mouth corners. So just going to place the finger pads there. Again, relax the mouth, close the eyes, start breathing again, connecting to the breath. I'm going to start circling on these points here. So this point is really good for digestion. So it promotes better gut health, rebalances our hormones. And also you might feel how it helps to relax tension in the lower jaw. And we're going to circle on this point in the opposite direction now. Keep your mouth relaxed, soft lips, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Wonderful. Opening the eyes, releasing the hands down. Again, take a big breath in and out. Our next point is at the mouth corners. So we're going to just move the finger pads down right at the mouth corners, closing the eyes, relaxing the shoulders, applying a little bit of pressure there, and then starting to circle on this point. So all these points around the mouth are really good for hormonal rebalancing, also for our digestion. If you're also feeling nauseous, this will help to stimulate these points around the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out, circling on this point in the opposite direction. Staying relaxed in the shoulders, relaxed in your breathing. This point also supports adrenal glands and your kidneys. We're going to slowly relax the hands down. One more point, and this point again, 2 finger pads right at the outer edges of your eyebrows on the temples. So here on this point, what I like doing is actually take 2 finger pads, adding my mid finger as well, and closing the eyes, and we're going to just press into that point. I'm going to start circling on this point here. Because we moved it up to the eye area, this cluster of points here around the eyes and the forehead, that helps with insomnia. So if you're suffering with insomnia, this would be a very good point to stimulate just before bed to calm down any anxiousness, to calm down your nervous system. So we will tap here more into the parasympathetic nervous system with our breathing, deep breathing that comes with doing acupressure work, but also with stimulating this point directly. And we're going to circle in the opposite direction. So all these points that we have covered in this video, they help to create facial glow, and also they help to act on all these different health organs in the body and promote the flow of energy in those systems so that we feel healthier and stronger as well. We're going to take the finger pads down, opening the eyes. I want you to bring your hands together and rub your hands to create heat. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, close the eyes, placing the hands over the face. Just acknowledging this time that you spend with yourself, with your face, giving yourself love, attention, and care. Gently glide the hands down the side of the face, the side of the neck, and release. Thank you very much for doing this video with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that your face feels glowing and bright, and also that you feel relaxed. If you like this video, please leave a like under it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber yet. And I look forward to seeing you at the next video very soon. Have a lovely day. Thank you, and bye-bye.